I just wanted to hop on here for a little bit. As you know, I'm covering the Karen Reed story. And most closely, I've been monitoring what's been happening with Jessica Leslie. If you remember, Jessica Leslie is the one that was accused of leaking information involving the federal investigation into the Canton Police Department and the Mass State Police and how they handled the John O'Keefe murder. So she had her hearing today, and here is what happened. They said that she entered the courtroom in Boston and said almost nothing. No plea, no apology, just a muted good morning and silence. But her leak may have fueled a media storm that changed everything. Leslie stands accused of leaking sealed grand jury materials during a federal investigation into the handling of John O'Keefe's case, specifically targeting Canton Police Department and Mass State Police. Prosecutors allege she leaked names, testimony, and sealed evidence between August 2022 and March 2025 while serving as a juror. So Leslie didn't enter a plea today. This was purely procedural. She was released on recognizance, a legal term meaning she promised to comply with the court orders instead of posting bail. If the judge accepts the plea deal at her next hearing, Leslie will serve no additional jail time, just 1 day, which she already served, plus 2 years of probation and a $100 fee. It's a self sentence, but that's usually signals something bigger. Like maybe she did some talking. I mean, she talked her way out of this. She probably told them everything. So this leak wasn't random. It was part of a strategic quiet phase to prime pro Karen Reed media coverage. Blogger Turtleboy later published information allegedly passed through intermediaries. Leslie's early leaks helped drive a narrative before public court filings even surfaced. Now, WCVB out of Boston covered the basics, and they did miss some of the deeper implications that I want to go over. The plea deal, it only happens when someone cooperates. So, like I said, Leslie likely gave up details on how sealed information was passed, who amplified it, which I think we all know, and whether others, including Karen Reed or Turtleboy, were involved. What's interesting is that she was quietly escorted out a side door, and this is not standard for criminal defendants. That's a big signal because prosecutors didn't want this moment magnified, but the story doesn't end there. So Leslie may be the first charged, but she might not. Here's the clip from WCVB Boston.
Leslie is 34 years old and from Drake-It. Her hearing today before a clerk magistrate lasted just a few minutes. Now, Leslie has agreed to plead guilty to a single charge of criminal contempt. Sources tell ABC News that Leslie served on that grand jury that investigated potential police misconduct in the Karen Reed case. That investigation ended without anyone being charged. Now, grand jury proceedings are supposed to be top secret, but prosecutors say Leslie leaked information about who was testifying and what they were saying. Now, if she had been convicted, Leslie could have faced years in prison. But in exchange for agreeing to plead guilty, prosecutors have agreed to a sentence that involves no prison time.
I think they're trying to end all of the Karen Reed saga. And in this case, the feds, they didn't come up with anything, and therefore, they investigated, nothing happened, and the bottom line is they want it over.
Leslie did not formally enter her guilty plea today. That will happen at another hearing that's yet to be scheduled. Prosecutors have not said how she leaked the information, but we do know that authorities were monitoring various social media accounts. Now, interestingly, Leslie did not exit the courthouse today through the two main public doors. She was allowed to leave through one of the non-public doors around the side. Live in downtown Boston, David Beanick.
Okay, thank you there, David from WCVB in Boston, reporting on this. And thank you too for tuning in. Remember to like, share, and comment down below. Tell me what you think. How does this Jessica Leslie case play into the Karen Reed case or the Turtleboy case? As we know, Turtleboy has his case coming up. I guess they are looking at possibly August timeframe. It's in the pretrial hearing. So it'll be interesting to see how everything unfolds because in Turtleboy's upcoming case, there's going to be a lot of text messages and other messages released between him and between himself and Karen Reed. And then it also might come out what Jessica Leslie actually shared. And how was this used to shape the defense strategy of the Karen Reed case? Is she really guilty or is she innocent? Was it set up or was it not? What are we going to find out? So stay tuned and hit that notification bell. All right. Have a good day.